We are Miami. We are the U, and we got to bring it. Because when the U is on and the U brings it, there's nothing like it.
For nearly the past 2 decades, the glory and mystique of the Miami Hurricanes has seemed like a distant memory. Long gone were the championship teams led by Howard Snellenberger, Jimmy Johnson, Dennis Erickson, and Larry Coker. What was once perhaps the most desirable coaching job in America became a turnstile until Mario Cristobal walked in. Cristobal knows a thing or two about championship culture, having played under Dennis Erickson. He worked under Nick Saban at Alabama before eventually getting the job as Oregon head coach. He's also long been considered one of the strongest recruiters in college football. Determined to get the Hurricanes back amongst college football's elite, Cristobal's first big test with Miami comes Saturday on the road at Texas A&M. The Canes have gotten off to an encouraging start, but getting a win against a desperate Aggies team coming off an embarrassing loss could put Miami back in the top 10 with a favorable schedule up until what could set up as a matchup with potential playoff ramifications at Clemson in November. But as Mario Cristobal knows all too well, this isn't a team that can afford to look ahead.
The mentality is that of a business trip, understanding the task at hand and understanding what we must do to give ourselves our best chance.
On the other side of this matchup, this was supposed to be the year Texas A&M put it all together after they pulled off the highest rated recruiting class of all time. But after being upset at home against Appalachian State as an 18-point favorite, the pressure is on big time for the Aggies to right the ship against the Hurricanes.
I believe in our players and I believe in what we're doing.
Will Texas A&M play up to their potential in front of the 12th man, or can Miami prove they are indeed on the way back? Plenty on the line on both sides Saturday night in College Station.
All right, and we do want to welcome back CBS Sports HQ wagering analyst Jon Berger to break down the best pick. So, Jon, starting off with Texas A&M, they're the 5.5-point favorite. The over/under is at 44.5. We just talked about the quarterback change that's happening there in College Station. What is your play for this game?
I think there's a bigger storyline here. We're going to get into the bet in a second. Look, you watched this game last week, especially coming off the recruiting class that Texas A&M had. This is a dangerous situation for Jimbo Fisher, and this is a situation where if you watch that game, A&M last week was outcoached. There was effort issues. They looked unprepared. That's coaching. That's coaching one-on-one. That's on the coaching staff. So I get, rolling up into this game, making a quarterback change because the offense couldn't produce anything. That's probably something you have to do to try to get something going here. I just think in this situation, if you're going to bet on it, I think the safe bet is I think A&M is going to find a way to produce enough. I think the probability of having back-to-back losses is pretty small. So I'm going to take A&M on the money line here, but I'm going to take Miami at the points. I picked that up at 5.5, maybe 6 points a couple of days ago. I'm not sure where it's at now. But I think this is going to be a much tighter game than people think. It was a little weird to me that it opened up or sat there right around 5.5 and 6. So I think A&M is going to find a way to grit this one out. They're going to have to, or they're going to have some serious problems at a program level given that loss to App State. I just don't like the number. It's too big. I think you take A&M on the money line. You take Miami in the points.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.